Anyway, we are a League of Legends community. We play in the East, the most family-friendly server, you know? Definitely not toxic. The game itself is not toxic, everything is friendly, that's all I can say. So I'm curious to see the documentary by KiraTV, the most toxic League of Legends player on the planet, bro. Like, we've seen Tyler's one shenanigans. You've seen my shenanigans in the solo queue. So I'm just curious, bro. Is there any possibility of being more toxic than we are doing our shenanigans, you know?
How do you go from earning tens of thousands of dollars each month, building an online brand and entertaining millions of people, to incapable of
That was monthly views. Hold on, give me a second. Monthly views at tens thousands of dollars?
of breaking
Forget about it.
2,000 views per video and being lucky to make $100.
Wait, what was that in the title?
Of breaking
Limitless Shake? Oh, yeah. Well, that's not a thumbnail you want to click on.
2,000
I hate YouTube. Yeah, I'm not sure you want to do that on YouTube.
views per video and being lucky to make $100 a month from it.
$100 a month. This assumption is pretty accurate, given that we're talking about League of Legends CPM. CPM is around $2.50. $3 depends on the month. On a good month, it's gonna be over 4. But you take 45,000, you take this number, and then you multiply it by $2, so you're getting $90 here. Well, $350, you're getting more, you know?
What does the most toxic player in the most toxic online game look like? Well, meet
Honestly, Club Penguin was more toxic.
Shacklone.
I hope you drop dead, you disgusting subhuman. Why are you alive? Why is the Zoe alive, dude? Can you not find the rope? Why are you alive?
League of Legends, a game that has a
Bro, you know what? He needs one of our mods that we have for the ping emote. That's what he needs.
reputation for being one of the most toxic, rage-inducing experiences you can imagine.
This guy doesn't want to play with me just so he can flame me like an actual no-life piece of king poop garbage. His dog shit on the floor.
Sick of this company. The trash!
Yeah, we've seen that.
Fix the game!
We've seen that.
It sucks playing the shit!
Take 5 human players and pit them against 5 other humans. Add in a scoreboard, a competitive ranked ladder, meaning losses have real-time consequences to your progression, and the biases of a human believing they are much better at a task than they actually are.
Yes, that's welcome to solo queue. I'm the best, everyone else is gapped. That's how we
This
roll.
is a progression from the 1v1 era of competitive games like StarCraft, where failure resulted in you only being able to blame yourself.
No. In StarCraft, I will blame that either my opponent is using a bullshit strategy. If he is zerging me, I have no idea how to counter zergs, that's bullshit. That maybe I'm lagging, and that he is cheating. My fault? Phew. Imagine taking responsibility for that. Nah, impossible.
Or the video game, or your opponent's strategy that you just couldn't overcome.
Yep.
Now that you have teammates, it's much easier to engage with. You have 4 others who are clearly worse than you, less intelligent, less attractive.
Yeah. Based on the chat alone, I don't think that we are as toxic as this guy.
And obviously at fault when you don't win. With this, you have the recipe for incredibly unpleasant interactions.
Again, depends how do you structure unpleasant. If you do like what I do, throw in some trollage music, and add a TTS to read the chat, that's funny. I feel like I need to move myself in here, yeah.
Shacklone not only embodies this experience like none other you'll find on the internet, but also
Just saw the bill. The classic.
but also the experience of how a once bright career as a content creator earning potentially millions of dollars can turn into a bitter existence just full of hatred. From grinding out videos on YouTube with massive initial success, refining that formula over the course of years, to being banned by a game developer on over 40 accounts.
I mean, 40 bans, bro. I feel already bad by having one of my accounts banned. That's it. I have perma-ban only on one account, already feel kinda sissy. But 40 accounts perma-banned. Sheesh, bro.
But still continuing every single day and hating every single moment of it.
The fucking gameplay itself, the state of this fucking disgusting fucking game. I f your fucking fat ugly mom, Riot. You f
But he's not wrong. Bro, I'm going to be the devil's advocate. He's not wrong. The state of the game is horrible right now.
You ruined this game.
Shaq, as the name would suggest, is a play on the League of Legends character Shaco, the Demon Jester, whose ultimate ability creates a clone of Shaco, which of course is where the name comes from, a reference as a one-trick pony, a player who exclusively uses a single character out of the roster of hundreds available. Shaq was
162 to be exact. Bro, I sound like a fucking nerd, but hey, it is what it is, you know? The more you know. Right now we have 162 champions. With the release of Emilio, it's going to be 163. Knowledge, chat. We share knowledge.
A high-ranked player during the early adoption and growth phase of League of Legends, rising through the ranks to the upper echelon of Challenger in one of the most popular and competitive regions, Europe West. This put him in the top 200.
Oh, bro, he's from West. Bro, we should change to West, yeah.
Something only a fraction of the population will ever achieve. He was undoubtedly good at the game, perhaps even one of the better Shaco players on the planet, due to the sheer breadth of experience across thousands of games, spanning tens of thousands of hours.
We can take the quote, I don't remember. I feel like it was Bruce Lee who said that. Do not fear the man who knows 10,000 moves, 10,000 punches. Fear the man who has practiced one punch for 10,000 times. That's the same policy we can take in League of Legends, bro. Anyone who is one-tricking and knows experience in every single matchup is way more dangerous as an opponent than someone who is just playing the champion that's kinda OP right now.
For this reason, his clips of mastery involving the hero went somewhat viral for the time. During the period of 2013 to 2014, the barrier for entry to get a vast sum of eyeballs on League
2014 was literally the peak of League of Legends. When it comes down to content creation, that was the peak, bro. The hype and honestly the best seasons to be playing the game.
Legends YouTube or Twitch content was considerably lower than it is today.
True.
Shaq, with the early adopters advantage, had the building blocks of everything he would have needed to become super popular. Great gameplay, a highly impressive mechanical grasp of the character, high ranked meaning he had experience and knowledge to impart on his...
That is back then, bro. Right now you need to have personality, now right now you need entertainment, bro. Right now, you don't believe me? Go. Yeah, you need to have knowledge. You don't believe me? Go to Twitch right now. Straight up, go to Twitch. League of Legends category. Sort by most viewers at the top, yeah? Go to the very bottom. You'll see people in Masters, Grandmasters, and Challengers chilling in there with 3 viewers or less. Just great gameplay and high mechanical skill and high rank is not enough anymore.
His audience, as well as the benefit of featuring in games with the current most popular professional players and the big streamers of the game. All he needed was a personality that was inoffensive, or at least, if offensive, entertaining at the same time.
Offensive and entertaining at the same time. I guess that's one way to put it, yeah?
He could then ride this all the way to an extremely lucrative career.
Whatever, I don't give a shit about dickheads like that. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Ban me, I don't care. Having brain dead like that. This guy is asking for my address. He's actually asking for my address, son of a bitch. I would stab these guys in the face if I saw them.
Unfortunately for Shaq, he didn't have this.
Sanest League of Legends player? I don't know. But you can hear it in his voice that he's dead inside, bro. Straight up, he's dead inside. I'm not saying that he's been playing this game for a bit too long, but one could imagine he was playing this game for a bit too long, you know? Just a bit.
Unlike other toxic streamers or content creators, he had none of the charisma or redeeming qualities that made their rage funny and their streams grow as a result.
He says funny, bro. Why he was not funny? Because he's not loud. If he would be doing this loud, oh bro, that would be funny.
For people like Tyler1, the poster boy of toxicity in League of Legends and another notorious personality within the scene, it actually helped to build his brand. People tuned in not specifically for his gameplay, which of course was at a high level, but to laugh at how out of control he would get. Yeah, he typed bad things to his teammates and thought they all sucked, but so did most people in League of Legends. This is a common mindset in Ranked in the first place, which did give him that relatability factor, because this is how people did interact with each other in the game, for better or for worse.
I mean, that's what you do, bro. If you don't blame your teammates, it doesn't matter if the fault is yours, it's not your fault, it's the enemy jungler's fault, it doesn't matter, bro. You have to blame your teammates. Welcome to League of Legends. It's one of those unwritten rules.
The key difference between the two is that Tyler was funny while he was doing it. Riot Games, of course, didn't agree, so he was permanently banned. In fact, he was given
Riot
the first ever ID ban, which means if he ever made another account and Riot found out, they'd just ban it even if he wasn't doing those same things on this new account. No matter what though, his audience loved it, and Riot later on reconsidered this decision. In terms of Shaqlone, his rage wasn't ever funny. It was spiteful, it was hurtful, it didn't come from entertainment, and it wasn't fun to watch. It was just sad. Even
Not loud, because not loud.
among the League of Legends community that expects a little bit of spice, he wasn't it. Instead, he was building a reputation for being the worst of the worst. The really bad stuff was either being hidden behind a mask, worried if he let it slip that the success would slip with it, or perhaps being in an advantageous position on the road to greater popularity and still currently good at the game. He was less inclined to go fully mask off. Whichever it was, maybe a bit from column A and a bit from column B, it didn't remain this way for long. During his growth period, whether he knew it or not, whether it was intentional, he was doing things right. He was focusing mostly on his strengths, highlight clips, informative videos, tutorials, and generally funny or impressive montages.
That's 8 years ago yet, so that's basically we're looking at the peak of League of Legends, so where any content would go. Plus, by the way, Season 3, Season 4 were way different than Season 1 and Season 2, so which means if you make a tutorial in Season 1 or Season 2, for let's say Shaco, yeah, it doesn't matter because in Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, you need a new tutorial because the gameplay has changed. The meta has changed, everything has changed, items have changed. God damn, even the map has changed, so you need new information. And given the fact that you're in this scenario where you are one of the better players for the champion, and you spend thousands of hours on the game, so yeah, you're in position to do it. Plus, I'm going back to the argument that it's still early years for League of Legends. Of course, those early years were the peak. But when it comes down to content creation, bro, the barrier of entry was very low. There was no competition. Who was doing it properly? Now, bro, every single one is doing stream highlights, funny moment highlights, reaction content, that's me. Some questionable gaming, that's me. Just gaming, just full games from the stream. Bro, everyone is doing everything. But back then, that was the thing.
For around 3 years, it was a constant upward trajectory, going from strength to strength. Tens of thousands of...
That's 5 million views a month. That's 2016, which means League of Legends Season 6. Yeah, the few months before 2006 Season 6 World Championship, 5 million views. So, bada bing, bada bum, that is $10,000 easily. But that's August. August has a slightly better CPM. That's $12,000 easy a month, just from YouTube alone. Then I'll take a look into subscriptions. Then take a look at donations, because in 2016, I don't think in 2016 Twitch has introduced Amazon Prime as a thing and gifted subs. So people were actually donating money instead of gift subs. Because now you notice, I don't know chat if you knew or not, but back in the day, streamers were getting big bags. We would walk into some random streamer, into his stream, you would most definitely see a big bag once in a while, like $2,000 dono, $5,000 dono. Those were big. Then what Amazon did is they thought, that's kind of big brain. That's kind of big brain. How about we get a cut of that? So they introduced gifted subs. So with that, Amazon is taking 50% of the bag. So instead of, let's see, $5,000, yeah, you're getting 1,000 subs. Sure, it's great. But from those 1,000 subs, you paid $5,000. As a streamer, you're getting only 50% because good guy Amazon and Twitch are pocketing the other 50%. So from the business side of you, that was big brain. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting some locking here, but you get the idea, chat. He was making money.
Views per video quickly turned to hundreds of thousands, but even at this time, Shaqlone could be seen justifying his toxicity in the game in still listed YouTube videos.
Starts was 20, it was a few, and you keep getting more when people keep reporting you. I don't think I deserved 5,000 chat restrictions and stuff.
5k chat restriction. Oh, get cancer, son of a bitch. Yep.
I tried to talk to Riot, but they keep denying it. Why don't you show me the chat logs? Why don't you show me the chat logs of my games and prove me that I'm toxic, that I'm flaming? Because I don't.
It's almost as if he wanted people to tell him, yes, it's okay to behave this way. Despite this,
or maybe he's delusional.
Things continued to rise for Shaqlone over 2015 and 2016. He was hitting his peak of ranked performance, and his videos were now regularly hitting 200,000 to 600,000 views each.
That's
he
good.
used this momentum to propel his Twitch career, with an average of 500 concurrent viewers for the month of November 2016. Things were going great.
I mean, what's gonna happen? Is it just gonna pop out randomly when the countdown is down, and then just, oh, challenger, boom, in your face, just like that? Okay.
This was probably the happiest anyone ever saw Shaqlone in 9 years of videos and streams, reaching the peak of his game, the pinnacle of what he'd been working towards for over 5 years. But
That's the happiest year. Granted, he looks slightly alive. And then people say, no, League of Legends isn't bad for you.
over 5 years. But the good times were not meant to last. Very soon, Riot Games took their first ever permanent action against Shaqlone. This came in the form of a permanent ban for his main account. The account he'd been working on for many years, spent thousands of hours playing, the one he reached the highest ranks possible. He of course found out about this ban live on stream, and to say he didn't take it well is a bit of an understatement.
Okay, you wanna play that game, Riot? You wanna play that game? We're just gonna keep buying accounts and we're just gonna keep ending idiots who deserve it. Yeah, we can get them all perma ban. Suck my fucking dick, Riot Games. Suck my fucking dick.
Shaqlone thought at this time
Bro, just maybe taking a break would be an option. Just maybe. You know? Just an idea.
that the best way to display to Riot Games that he was in fact not toxic and didn't deserve to be banned, and that they'd made a mistake, was to log on to alternate accounts and intentionally lose games, ruining the experience of his teammates, which is partially what got him banned in the first place.
Bro, imagine actually ruining the game, bro. Imagine actually doing that. It doesn't matter that your bottom is 0-40 and being toxic this entire game, you know? It doesn't matter that your top is zenting also. It doesn't matter that your middle is AFK. No. And when you go calling it for FF, they say no, it's winnable. Bro, just you have to fight. You have to never give up.
Did this live on stream for 5 hours straight, joining game after game and running into the enemy team over and over until the game ended and his team lost.
He was lagging. Simple.
He did this on accounts he purchased, which is also a bannable offense in the game, displaying this fact and of course more toxicity the whole time. He then took to social media to tell people that Riot banned him on his original account for no reason, because he was not toxic. He had in fact done nothing wrong. These are...
Now the real question is, was he toxic on his main account? If he was telling people to commit Sudoku under his old accounts, then I mean, it is what it is, you know? The main account is untouched, theoretically.
apparently the actions of somebody who is wrongfully accused. This of course becomes a running theme with Shaqlone. He believes that Riot Games banned him because they had a bias toward him, that they unfairly targeted him for things he...
Bro, my guy made more videos complaining about Riot than I could have made videos on anything in the past half a year. What do you mean? Bro, I'm pretty sure he was kinda upset with Riot. Not 100% sure, but I have a feeling.
never did. Of course, it was all disproven when people found the replay file of the game he was originally banned for, the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak.
Oh no, not like this, bro.
This game, in which he claimed to do nothing wrong and just played badly, showed that after playing badly, he went AFK, and he left his teammates to play 4 versus 5 for the remainder of the game.
What about making an excuse that, bro, I was lagging? You know, I'm having connection issues?
He was still there the whole time, of course, moving around, just letting people know that he would in fact rather lose than actually try, which was something he regularly did. Of course, he couldn't flame his teammates anymore because he'd been chat restricted, meaning they'd forcefully removed the ability to interact with anyone in the game for over 1,000 games. He'd been
like, bro, no. You have me at the chat restriction, bro. You chat restriction, that's it, I'm done, I'm not playing the game. What is the freedom of speech? I need to speak. I need to be heard. I'm raising awareness of XD and WoW. How can I do that if I'm chat restricted? That's what I've been doing for the past week, bro. My main account is chat restricted for 1 week. So, bro, we're playing on the other account, you know? Nah. You shall not silence the message, bro. Never. I think he wants to say that Riot banned his account, so I was told. What? How would Riot ban his account? No.
Been warned about all these things with some frequency for over 2 years by this stage, but he seemed incapable or just unwilling to stop. He defended this, stating that if his teammates are bad, he should be allowed to give up and ruin their chances to win, because they ruined his chances to win by...
That's actually a good point. I mean, sure, he's toxic, but that's a good take. No? Chat.
...willing to stop. He defended this, stating that if his teammates are bad, he should be allowed to give up and ruin their chances to win, because they ruined his chances to win by not performing as well as he wanted them to. They don't...
I don't know, I kind of feel this one.
...deserve him to play the game.
Yeah.
After this, his career started a tailspin. Previously, people who had seen his streams or been unfortunate enough to be in a game with him were the ones who had a decision to make about his behaviour. They could either resonate with the toxic mentality and side with him, or make a decision to avoid his content like the plague after seeing the types of things he would do or say.
This is the reason why I'm not playing with the viewers. Like, bro, I value you as a viewer. You come here to have some fun, you know? But if you are joining me to play my games with me, I'm sorry, you will not have a good time. We will not be friends, though. So, you know, as a content creator, my job is to give you a good time. If you play with me, trust me, that's not going to be a good time.
Brain damaged, fucking imbecile. You fucking retard, dude. You fucking brain rotten fucking imbecile, man.
I mean, straight up, that's what I would say, but I would say it in a more family-friendly way, you know? Say, just a bit of a gap in the bottom department, for example, you know? But we all know what I meant in that scenario, you know?
Is a fucking subhuman. There's no better fitting word for these fucking players. Death threats? It's not death threats. It's my deepest wish for people like this Maokai, Trinimer, and Zoe, dude. It's my deepest wish that these people die as soon as possible. It's a
Sanest League of Legends player, by the way.
deep desire. His brain is literally all the way fucking eaten up, dude. Subhuman.
But after the ban, seeing what he did in response, the social media back and forth within the community, he'd started to poison the well for prospective viewers. The pool for people who would be watching YouTube or Twitch for a game like League of Legends invariably crosses over with other social media. If you search Shaqlone's name, you would find no shortage of people discussing why he's a bad person, why nobody should watch him, and what he'd done wrong. Where before all this, you would find people praising his innovative and interesting Shaco gameplay at the highest levels. This is what's referred to as the death spiral. There's a limited pool of people who could ever watch your content, and if you poison the well for people who could, and turn away the people who already tried, you will see no growth, which means it's only downhill from here.
Not gonna lie, that was one of the most beautiful explanations of death spiral I've ever heard. Because the concept itself was rather difficult. And my boy, Kira actually straight up explained it very nice.
Despite all of this, he kept streaming. In December of 2016, was still providing good numbers. His YouTube was also still doing well. Maybe he could weather the storm and just ride out the bad publicity. If he made some changes, he'd be fine. It was a permanent ban, but it wasn't an ID ban. He could just make new accounts, stop being toxic, and he'd be okay.
Stop being toxic in League of Legends. Like, no? How about no?
After all, he did have die-hard fans, and they were still in his corner, still fighting for him against a wave of newfound and, of course, unjustified hate.
Why no AD ban though? Tyler wasn't as toxic as him. Yeah, but talked in a Tyler video about this why Tyler got banned. Tyler flew too close to the sun. Tyler got way too big, bro. Simple as that. We just saw the number. Shaqlone was pulling what, 1,000 viewers on Twitch, starting from 400 viewers to 1,000 viewers, you know? Tyler one, bro, was pulling tens of thousands. So, you know, Tyler had haters right. Also that, yeah, because majority of the league's decision making is coming from NA. You have to be playing in NA. Shaqlone is playing on the West, so you know there's a smaller chance of running into someone like Riot Freak in the solo queue game and tilting him and ending and griefing his game. Then your chances are on NA in the high elo, you know?
This, as you would guess, didn't last for long, and he didn't make any changes. Aside from his career best Twitch viewership of January 2017, from then on, both YouTube and Twitch was in a steady decline. This, for most people, wouldn't be that big of a deal, because on social media as a career, some months are good, some months are bad, and some months are just average.
Actually true, it happens.
Maybe you'll see stagnation where you get the same sort of viewership for a year, or you have a couple bad months in a row, but then maybe you'll have a couple good months in a row. For Shaqlone though, this wasn't a steady decline into a slightly lower audience for a few months, but a straight decline into the abyss of irrelevance. His YouTube went from peaks of almost 6 million monthly views, with averages of 3 million, which were likely netting him tens of thousands of dollars per month in ad revenue.
Yep, that's pretty much right.
To new peaks of 700,000. This continued month after month, going lower and lower, until by 2019, He was lucky to be receiving more than 200,000 views per month.
That's around, give or take, that's around $600.
He was still releasing content, he was still doing things the same way he was before, but he was now getting less views per month from his entire catalogue of old...
Also, the video length is different, because realistically shorter videos, like this 3-minute video, will earn at least 5 times less than 18-minute video. That's an example. Good thumbnails. Thumbnails did the trick. I mean, his first thumbnails were not that good, but I mean... But I'm comparing his previous thumbnails at the beginning, they were getting millions of views. I'm comparing with what we have right now in the market. Right now in the market, competition breeds innovation. That's why we have good thumbnails right now on YouTube. Back then, you know, that was good.
And new releases than a singular video of...
Also, on the subject of thumbnail, we saw that yesterday. It's not about thumbnail, it's about the content. Like, bro. Perfect example. Thumbnails mean very little. They're just a style of branding. You see this, you know it's going to be piano, you know it's an amazing video. Straight up. Where's the video? There it is.
2 years earlier. His live viewership was also in the toilet. It's not like he was focusing on one more than the other and it was suffering as a result. He was streaming 2 to 3 times more hours than at his highs, and he was lucky to see 100 concurrent viewers, which is less than a fifth of what it was before.
Yeah, there was a straight up study that the amount of hours you should be streaming is 6 hours maximum a day. You should be focusing on content creation if you want to grow, not on streaming long hours. Believe it or not, chat bro, there was a guy who was doing a subathon. I feel like he was doing a bit of a subathon. Well, not a subathon, a marathon. He was doing a streams marathon. He was streaming every single day. Bro, I feel like it was 1,300 days. Something like that. Like, bro, you might be thinking, oh my god, someone who is streaming that long hours for almost 5 years, he should be getting lots of views, no? That guy was averaging 3 viewers. So, focusing only on streaming is not a viable option. You need to focus on content creation, that's all there is to it.
Interestingly, it seems that Shacklone tried in early 2017, following his obvious decrease in numbers, to private a lot of his older, more toxic videos, maybe trying to show he was capable of change and salvage his career. But ultimately decided to go back on that the very next month, unprivating the videos and continuing down the path of blaming everybody else.
By the way, why don't you in the left corner with Elijah? Boo, there is a tendency in this video to have a webcam of a streamer, so no, I'll be covering him, don't want to do that.
From constant growth across a 2-year grind to present day, his social media has seen a loss of 99.5% of audience. And if you thought Shacklone was toxic, when
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, there's a streamer there. If I'm in here, hear me out. If I'm in here, I'm covering him. No, we don't do that. It's big brain. I'm thinking of content creation here. No, thinking when I'm doing it. Jesus Christ, this guy's so good.
he was popular and trying to be somewhat a good boy to maintain that status, to maintain that growth, well, you can only imagine how bad things got when he reached rock bottom.
Counts of I spit in your face. So I would so smash in this guy's face, man. I would like, you have no clue, man. I don't even care if that's TOS or whatever. I just want to punch the guy in the face so bad.
Shacklone now streams to an echo chamber of around 50 concurrent viewers.
And then some of you are asking, Shifa, why don't you play ranked seriously? Why don't you try to climb? This is the outcome. This is what happens when you try and you fail. Why try and fail when you can not try, do trollage, and have fun?
His videos are lucky if they break 5,000 views from each, with 20 to 50,000 monthly views total. Despite
But I mean, realistically, look at that. Right now, look at the thumbnails. Sure, he killed his career. His career was kind
they
of dead,
break 5,000 views from each.
that's not the thumbnail you want to upload. Like, bro, sure, this thumbnail could have worked 7 years ago, 8 years ago, when you were the only one in the marketplace. When you were the only Chico content creator, you know? Now, brother, ain't working.
Each with 20 to 50,000 monthly views total, despite releasing them with consistency and claiming to put more hours than ever into their creation, with editing that he describes as next level.
Like this should easily be 4,000 views by now. They just for the third time deleted views on this fucking video, dude. Like, do you have cancer, YouTube? Do you have fucking cancer, dude? And I'm so impressed and so proud of the quality of my videos recently. Man, the editing just fucking picked on another level, I swear.
Out of curiosity. No, we're not watching that. I would love to skim through his videos right now to see the actual quality, if he's talking about the quality. But then it would give him the power to copyright strike us. Nah.
He continued to do what seems like torturing himself. Why does he keep playing a game that he hates?
Addiction. Simple.
Why does he pretend that he's still as good as he was half a decade ago?
Copium. Simple.
Why doesn't he understand that his social media career is over, or at least make a single positive change after years of
Someone else's fault, not his. Definitely not his.
worse and worse results in every aspect of his online life? Of course, that is what makes Shaqlone interesting as a video topic. Like so many others who have tried to make a career online with social media, it comes down to personality type, the inability to reflect, to look at yourself honestly and understand the most important question: why? Why was I successful? Why did that go away? Why did I not recognize it and change in time? Why?
These are the questions a content creator should be asking and repeating. Why was I successful? Yeah, you find the formula, something video pops off, you try to understand why it worked, and you try to repeat it. That's what I'm doing on YouTube, so far it works. TikTok and YouTube Shorts, that's a different beast. That's a different subject, bro. The same approach on TikTok and YouTube Shorts does not work. I'll upload identical videos, one will get 500,000 views, the other one will get 1,000 views. No idea how that works. The same concept, yeah, the same idea, the same sound effect, the same music, absolutely everything is the same. Well, the videos is slightly different, yeah, because we're not re-uploading, but it is what it is. Why was I successful? Because I was lucky. True. Mr. Beast in a nutshell. Oh no, my boy Mr. Beast is doing a full-scale analysis on every single video. And he's making sure the next video is going to be better than the previous video. That guy's made a science out of YouTube.
Why do I keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result? Giving
Definition of insanity, by the way.
yourself honest answers here is key. Instead, he's only spiraled out of control in a subconscious double down on what brought the entire failure to begin with. He, like many others, makes all of his problems external and the fault of everyone but him. He embodied the narcissist's prayer.
No, that's League of Legends 1-to-1 mentality. What do you mean?
That didn't happen. And if it did, it wasn't that bad. And if it was, that's not a big deal. And if it is, that's not my fault. And
Bro, straight up taken from my League of Legends book. That's what I'm dying every single time. I'm throwing, I'm dying, or something bad happens. Bro, that's what it is. It's not that bad. Plus, it was bottom gap.
if it was, I didn't mean it. And if I did, you deserved it.
Also
Why
true.
did Riot Games ban me? Because they're against me for no reason. I didn't do anything wrong. And when I did do things wrong, it's because the people deserved it.
True.
They were bad players, so they deserve to be told that their family should die painfully. Why do viewers not watch me anymore? It's because Riot Games have influence to Twitch and YouTube, and they shadow banned me. Why can I not reach Challenger anymore? Because my team are bad, and if I make a mistake, it's small or because I gave up already.
Yep.
Literally nothing is ever his fault.
No.
He didn't nosedive his channel. He spent 3 years building with constant month-on-month growth. People did that to him for no reason. Of course, it generally is more difficult for an individual to accept the fact that they are steering the ship of their own destiny for many of the consequences they face as a result of their actions. It's easier to fall into the trap that the system is out to get you, because that removes your
No. Replace the word system with the matrix. Bro, it's 2023. Kira, come on. You're a content creator, I'm a content creator, everyone is a content creator here. Now, social media. Bro, matrix. Not system, matrix.
personal responsibility and admitting that you're not infallible, that you have problems and there are things you need to work on. But Shaqlone has had access to the last 9 years of his life and he's not analysed it at all. Instead, choosing to create a conspiracy of epic proportions and then repeating it to an echo chamber where people just agree with him or ignore the unhinged rants that he goes on.
Let's see if they deleted the views on the video again. Yep. Oh my god, Riot Games! You did this, Riot Games! You did this. This is your fault, Riot Games. Right, so it's like the same people that work at YouTube are the same people that work at Riot Games, man. This shit is so fucking insane, dude. They delete not just fucking views now, but subs, likes, comments. I don't remember the last time a video of mine got picked up by the algorithm as it used to.
Yeah, it was Mr. Beast who said that. Replace the word algorithm with audience, with the viewers. It's that simple. The algorithm is your audience. If the algorithm, which is audience, doesn't like your videos, maybe, just maybe, there's something wrong with the video.
Because back then in the earlier days when I was booming, most of the views would come way after the upload through the algorithm pushing the videos up, right? That shit never happens in years.
maybe try to understand why we succeeded back then, why we're not succeeding right now. Hello? No?
In fucking years, since like 2017, I haven't seen a video properly pick up and gain views, dude.
In this clip, he very almost reaches self-awareness.
Like, straight up, that's what I wanted to say. Like, well, hello? We know we succeeded back then. What was I doing that I succeeded back then? What changed? How was the market? You know, do the analysis.
He hasn't seen a video do well in years, though of course falls into the trap of similar people, the Gross Gores, the Wings of Redemptions, the Darkside Phils of the world. The people that cannot accept the algorithm is just another word for people.
Yeah.
If people don't like what you're doing, if people don't like you, they're not going to click your videos, they're not going to watch your videos, and then they're not going to be pushed to more people, because the ones who are being shown the video...
Yeah, I just wonder why YouTube doesn't like me. I'm not toxic, my content is good. I wonder why YouTube doesn't like me.
don't want to watch it.
Did he delete his channel? I cannot see his channel on YouTube Clueless. No, I'm pretty sure. No, he's here. Before actually looking for the... he's here. Yeah.
YouTube doesn't know Shacklone exists or care. They're not out to get him. They're not out to get you. You've been out to get you this entire time. It is a miracle YouTube and Twitch haven't banned his account yet, honestly, which at this point might actually be a good thing for his life if they do.
Okay. Get fucking cancer, you degenerates, at Team YouTube. They just unironically deleted about 900 views from my video. Man, what is this fucking cancerous fucking company? Shadow banned me. Shame on you. But delete subs, likes, comment, and views. Fucking get cancer, YouTube. Then there's a link for something. See, the thing is, we're talking about 900 views deleted, yeah? Out of those 900 views, we have to take away 15% of them, or maybe even 20% that are not monetized because we have ad blocks, yeah? So we're looking at 700 views, which are monetized. Assuming the video is short, we're looking at, I'm trying to look at the monetary value here. We're straight up looking at $1. If I'm being generous, we're looking at $1 worth of views. And over $1, brother, you are wishing cancer. Your company that straight up can make you unemployed in a second. You know, you're barking up the wrong tree. I mean, when it comes down to cancer, bro, jokes aside, that's not a thing you want to wish to anyone. Not the nicest way to go, just saying.
Maybe that would allow him to move on. Perhaps the only reason he slips under the radar is that he's now so small and insignificant that he remains unnoticed. Having said that,
I think he is YouTuber, so I was so... Nah, impossible. This guy, nah, no shot.
He's now stuck, incapable of progressing, and guaranteed to continue down the path of ranting to his last remaining diehard fans, who are either as toxic as he is, or there to watch the spiral continue. The question of why he would continue to do this to himself, to spend multiple hours every day committed to participate in something that not only does he not enjoy, but actively makes his life worse, well, the truth is that he's addicted to League of Legends. That's why he never stops, why he plays even though he hates the game. I know this because I was there as well. The only reason I know Shacklone exists is that during his peak of League of Legends fame, I was also at my peak of League of Legends degeneracy. I was addicted, I played even though I hated it, because I had nothing else to do. I felt that
Straight up, here we are, we're being called out right now.
if I stopped, it would be a waste of time being in the top 0.01% of players. I wrongly thought that being so good at the game gave my life value and that people cared. But of course, nobody did.
Don't tell that to people. Straight up, don't credit their dreams.
And it didn't. This fact made the video a little bit more interesting for me, because I was in the same ranked games as him. I saw firsthand how toxic he was. It's why watching his stream made me want to visit this topic to begin with. It's tough to watch, honestly, after you've moved on 9 years later, and he's still there, doing the same thing, but he's worse in every regard. His streams are a window into a defeated man.
Good games though, a lot of deserved losses, a lot of deserved brain cancer, a lot of deserved ropes. Like a lot of these people just really desperately need to get a rope from somewhere and just immediately use it.
He participates in the games, complains the whole time, clearly has no fun, and then rounds it off by ranting about this fancy world he's built to insulate his ego from the reality that everything was in his own hands this entire time. Never taking accountability for anything in life or in the game, abusing people, their families, ruining their games, and waiting for Riot to find the time to ban his next account, and then saying they're biased and he's done nothing wrong.
True. You did absolutely nothing wrong, bro. What would give you that idea? Impossible.
It's honestly baffling anyone would sit and watch this man anymore. It's like a pit of despair.
This is exactly the reason why people would sit down and watch this man. Straight up, exactly the reason why the TV shows, which are showing the lowest status of a social society, yeah, of a lowest socioeconomic status of the society, yeah, the ones who live close to poverty and they have nothing else to do, so they are solving their problems with drinking, and they show their dramas, like, you know, you're getting calls from the police that you need to investigate what the hell is going on, and you're making a TV show out of it. People just enjoy watching that, because by watching something like that, for a second you forget how bad your life is, and in comparison to that scenario, yeah, not that bad, my life is pretty good. That's the only reason that shows and streams like that gather audience, as people feel better about themselves by watching them.
Now also struggles to get close to the ranks he achieved previously, while being unable to admit it's all over, still telling people he's challenger.
Yeah, watching USA Police Department cameras helped me get out of depression and helps me think I'm smart. Yeah, exactly the point.
He isn't.
Like, my team has all the low win rates, while the enemy team has all the high win rate Smurfs, and on top of it, 2 of them each are duo queues. Like, the system loves to put duo queue players into a duo queue team, which means 4 players are each duo queue.
He instead creates these systems that he thinks Riot Games have developed that make it impossible for even superior players such as himself from winning their way back to the top.
Yep.
Ignoring the fact that high-ranked players often do this without issue, as the skill gap in League of Legends is incredibly pronounced, something he was able to take advantage of himself many years ago, but not now.
Yeah, speaking of skill gap, yeah, let's be real, players across the board are just better at this game than they were in comparison 6 years ago, you know? 6, 7, 8 years ago, no one could understand how Insec was done. Now, basic Insec, bro, you can do it in silver, bro. I've seen that shit in bronze. Sneaky backdoor, sure. 1v2, sure. We take those. We take Expect. We take all of the pro plays. We take Azir's banana shuffle. You know, we take Azir's banana slide shuffle with ultimate that only Faker performed 5 years ago. You know, that was insane. Now, you can see that casually in silver, gold, plat. Maybe sometimes in bronze because people are just testing for shenanigans, you know? One game today, bro, we had a Lux who went full combo on me. Yeah, who saw that Lux? Who flashed in front of her ultimate, canceled the animation, one-shot me. Sure, that was trollage, but bro, that mechanic itself in bronze, that's mechanic in bronze, bro. That's the point I'm trying to make, bro. The players are way better than they were a few years ago.
And I guess we can end it there. That's Shacklone, the most toxic League of Legends player. 40 or more accounts permanently banned.
She didn't even cancel the animation. She killed me, bro. That's all that matters, you know? She killed me.
A dead YouTube channel that he thinks Riot Games employees are influencing to prevent anyone discovering anymore. A dead echo chamber of a Twitch channel that exists as a void to shout his incoherent conspiracy theories into, with only a few distant voices returning in agreement. It's a surprise he isn't banned for how hateful he is on stream each day, likely slipping under the radar of never being discovered by anyone who would care enough to report him.
Also, if you're below, let's say 500 viewers, you don't exist, you're not on the radar. Swear to God, you can go to Twitch right now, just chatting, type in the tags Russian, yeah, just do that. Scroll a bit and I swear to God, in the span of 2 minutes, you will find a stream with movies. The Pirates of the Caribbean, Lord of the Rings, like, bro, that's the #1 thing that should be banned. Because of the DMCA and the copyright. But they're not banned because they don't exist. On the radar, they don't exist.
Will he ever change or move on to something else? Unlikely. It's been 6 years and his behaviour has only gotten worse. There seems to be no break for the cycle. Instead, it's likely he continues down this path because when it's never your fault, surely something external will change eventually, right? And when that does, you'll be right back on top. When Riot Games stops sabotaging Shacklone, he'll be back where he belongs. You'll see. You'll all see.
Yep,
Dude, the thing is, all these dramas and whatever beef and what shit I've been through, right? Like, I could never do this. I could never sit there and be like all formal and calm and peaceful and explain it in detail and be like, yeah guys, this is... I could never do that because I just do not give a fuck.
But you sound like that. You sound peaceful because you're dead inside. That's basically the same thing. But hey, it is what it is.
You know what I mean.
Yep. We do know. And that's the video, boys.